Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I am Camino teacher, a language lover, Camino hiker, a teacher helping you build confidence in your language learning journey on and off the trail. So today we're talking about something that comes up a lot for first-time pilgrims on the Camino de Santiago, language anxiety. So specifically, how do you deal with speaking Spanish when you're nervous and you're not exactly fluent? Spoiler alert, you do not need to be perfect, but you do need the basics. And trust me, they go a long way. So please stick around to the end for a special bonus gift. So, section 1, the reality on the Camino. So, let's start with the honest truth. Not everyone along the Camino speaks English. Yes, in some sections they do, but especially in smaller villages on the Meseta, in Galicia, Navarra, English is very limited or not spoken at all. This is their home. It's not a tourist resort. And that's the beauty of the Camino. You walking through real community. You will meet real locals there, and they don't know English. So let's help to meet people halfway with basic Spanish skills. Okay, section 2, what you should know in Spanish. So let's cut through the chase here, and I will tell you what you need to know. First of all, you want to eat, so you have to know how to order food. Okay, so if you want something, you say quiero. Okay, you can say yo quiero. Okay, practice this. Quiero. Quiero means I want something. Quiero. Okay. The next thing is you need to know how to say tiene menú del peregrino. So if you want to partake in the pilgrim menu, which is usually cheaper than ordering your off the regular menu, and it includes everything, like it includes some kind of soup, the main dish, and a dessert, and your drink. Usually they drink wine there, so be ready for that. So if you don't want the wine, by the way, you can say quiero agua. Agua. Agua is water. Okay. Make sure you know the word for agua. Okay. You may dehydrate if you don't know how to say water. If you're vegetarian, you want to say sin carne, por favor. Sin carne, por favor. No meat, please. Okay. At the end, you're going to say cuánto cuesta. Cuánto. You can just say cuánto. How much? Cuánto cuesta. How much is it? Okay. All right. Next, you have to stay somewhere at night. So getting lodging. Okay. So if you want to ask if they have a bed available, tiene una cama disponible. Tiene una cama disponible. So practice that. Tiene una cama disponible. Okay. If you want to ask how much it is per night, usually it's like somewhere between 8 and 10 euros per night. You can say, ¿cuánto cuesta por noche? ¿Cuánto cuesta por noche? How much is it per night? Okay, also, you may want to take a shower because you'll be sweaty. ¿Dónde están los baños? Okay, where's the bathrooms? ¿Dónde están los baños? If you want to know where the bathrooms are. Now, in a lot of places, they actually don't say baños, they say aseos. ¿Dónde están los aseos? So you will see restroom signs and they're not going to say baño on it. They say aseos, aseos. Okay? All right. Now, if you have an emergency, emergencies do happen. You need to say something like this. Necesito ayuda. I need help. Necesito ayuda. Practice that. Necesito ayuda. By the way, if you need to call the equivalent to 911, it's not 911 in Spain. In Spain, it is 112. 112. Take a note of that, okay? It could save your life one day. 112, okay? So necesito ayuda. Okay, if you're totally lost, which that probably won't happen, but it could if you, especially if you leave early in the morning and it's still dark outside and you don't know where the yellow arrows are, you can definitely get lost, okay? So if you want to say to somebody, I'm lost, I would say estoy perdido. If you're a girl, perdida. So the man will say perdido, estoy perdido. But if you're a female person, perdida, perdida. Estoy perdida. I am lost. Or you won't say, where's the camino? You say, ¿dónde está el camino? Where's the camino? ¿Dónde? ¿Dónde is where, right? ¿Dónde está el camino? Okay, if you have some serious blisters and you need help, like you go to a pharmacy and you need some blister pads, you say, tengo una ampolla. Tengo is I have. Tengo una ampolla. Una ampolla is a blister. So that way you don't have to take your shoes off and show them your blister, which could be gross. Okay, if you need to know where the pharmacy is, they're easy to spot. But if you want to know if there is one anywhere in town, you say, ¿Dónde está la farmacia? ¿Dónde está is where is, right? ¿Dónde está la farmacia? Where is the pharmacy? Okay. You also need to eat probably. So you need to pick up some food from the supermarket maybe. You can't go eat out at restaurants all the time. You have to go to the supermarket, right? So you're going to say, ¿Dónde está el supermercado? ¿Dónde está el supermercado? Where's the supermarket? El supermercado. Okay, so in Spain, everything goes by kilos, so don't try to go by pounds. I've done that before. They'll give you a weird look if you say, I want a pound of bananas or something. No, you go by kilos, okay? So, un kilo de manzanas. That's a kilo of apples, okay? So, un kilo. All right, if you want to try to use your card, you say, acepta tarjeta. Aceptan tarjeta. Do you accept cards, credit cards? Okay. Also, you want to learn your politeness with people. Politeness goes a long way. You have no idea what difference it makes if you say at least, hola, buenos dias. Hello, good morning. Practice that a lot. Hola, 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 buenos dias, buenos dias. If it's in the afternoon, you say buenas tardes, buenas tardes. Okay. If you want to say thank you, of course, you need to know that. Gracias, gracias. And the most important thing you need to know on the camino, besides hola, is buen camino. So if you run into any kind of pilgrims on the way, you're going to hear everybody say buen camino. That means have a good way, have a good trip, have a good hike. Buen camino, buen camino. Okay? All right, so that's your basic vocabulary words. So section 3, don't let language anxiety stop you. So here's the good news. You don't need to speak perfect Spanish, though I recommend highly you practice. Watch this video over and over again and practice, okay? So people can understand what you're saying. So, if you say gracias or something crazy, okay, this is not that good. You need to say gracias, okay? They do appreciate your effort, and this is super important that you take the first step. Okay, so most pilgrims say once they start using Spanish, their confidence builds. So once you say these things a few times and you realize that, oh yeah, they understand what I'm saying, then you're not so afraid to mess up. Okay, so it's a perfect language learning classroom to be on the Camino. So it's immersive, low pressure, and it is full of friendly people. All right, so I'm going to come to the end of this video, and I'm going to tell you right now, make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel if you want to hear more language learning tips from me. And also, I promised you a bonus, so go in the channel description and you will find a complete Camino de Santiago vocabulary phrase list. All right, signing off here, language teacher on the Camino.